Yemen has been ravaged by war for over a decade. The country is the poorest in the Arab world. The conflict is a complex web of alliances and rivalries. It pits the Houthis, a Shia Muslim group, against the Yemeni government. The government is backed by a Saudi-led coalition, which includes the United Arab Emirates. Iran, a Shia majority country, supports the Houthis. The war has created a humanitarian catastrophe. Millions of Yemenis are on the brink of starvation. The country's infrastructure lies in ruins. Hospitals and schools have been bombed. The conflict has also destabilized the region. It has become a proxy war between Saudi Arabia and Iran. The United States has supported the Saudi-led coalition with weapons and intelligence. The US has also conducted its own airstrikes in Yemen. These strikes have targeted Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, or AQAP, a terrorist group that has carried out attacks against the US and its allies. The US considers AQAP to be one of the most dangerous terrorist groups in the world. The war in Yemen is a tragedy for all involved. It is a reminder of the human cost of conflict. It is also a reminder of the complex challenges facing the Middle East. The international community must work together to find a peaceful solution to the conflict. In recent months, the Houthis have stepped up their attacks on international shipping in the Red Sea. The Houthis see this as a way to pressure Israel. They are angry at Israel's blockade of Gaza. The Houthis have also launched attacks on American warships. However, none of these attacks have been successful. The Trump administration has taken a harder line against the Houthis than the previous administration. The Trump administration views the Houthis as a proxy for Iran. The administration is concerned about Iran's growing influence in the region. The US has accused Iran of providing the Houthis with weapons, including missiles and drones. Iran denies these accusations. The Houthis' attacks on international shipping have had a significant impact on global trade. The Red Sea is a vital shipping lane connecting Asia to Europe. The attacks have disrupted the flow of goods and services, leading to higher prices for consumers. The Houthis' attacks on international shipping are a serious threat to global security. The international community must work together to stop these attacks. The US must also find a way to address the root causes of the conflict in Yemen. On March 15, 2025, the US launched airstrikes against Houthi targets in Yemen. The strikes were in response to the Houthis' attacks on international shipping. The strikes were authorized by President Trump and carried out by the US military. The targets included Houthi military facilities, weapons depots, and command centers. Just hours before the strikes were launched, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth accidentally texted details of the operation to Jeffrey Goldberg, the editor of The Atlantic. The text message included the targets and timing of the strikes. This was a major embarrassment for the Trump administration. It revealed the administration's plans to the enemy and raised questions about its competence. The leak of the war plans is still under investigation. It is unclear how Hegseth could have made such a careless mistake. Some have speculated that Hegseth may have been the target of a phishing attack, while others suggest he may have simply been negligent. The leak of the war plans is a serious matter. It is a reminder of the importance of cybersecurity and careful communication. The Trump administration must take steps to prevent such leaks from happening again. The US airstrikes in Yemen have been met with mixed reactions. Saudi Arabia and the UAE have expressed their support for the strikes, viewing the Houthis as a threat to their own security. Iran, on the other hand, has condemned the strikes and called for a peaceful resolution to the conflict. The airstrikes have also raised concerns about the humanitarian situation in Yemen. The war has already caused a humanitarian catastrophe. Millions of Yemenis are in need of food, water, and medical care. The airstrikes are likely to exacerbate the situation. The international community has called for a ceasefire in Yemen. The UN is trying to broker a peace deal between the warring parties. However, so far these efforts have been unsuccessful. The situation in Yemen is dire. The country is on the brink of collapse. The international community must work together to find a peaceful solution to the conflict. The US must use its influence to pressure all sides to come to the negotiating table and provide humanitarian assistance to the Yemeni people.